This is sheopines. I wanted to come back to you earlier than I have, but unfortunately I lost my father last week. So I wanted to talk with you though today. The plans I had started to do was I wanted to start at the very beginning. With most of us, when we start to wake up after there's an operation to remove a limb, or for me it was my leg. Some people it's something else, and however it occurred could have been a tragic or traumatic accident or illness, etc. For me it was a complete surprise, and I just want to start with, I didn't have anybody to really talk to or to ask questions of. So I'm hoping that I can prove to be a little bit of a resource and that we'll actually have some fun doing it. So I gotta tell you, when I first came out of that drug-induced haze, the first thing I thought about was, what am I gonna do now? How am I gonna live my life? And I think the biggest message I'm hoping to convey is that you will have your life. You can do just about anything you want to. There may be some special accommodations that need to be made, not necessarily all of them that expensive. At least I have not found it. I found a way around one thing or another. But I'll tell you, the first week, my biggest challenge was just putting on my own underwear. So when they do these things, I call them butt-ups, where you're missing your leg and use the other leg while you're in the hospital bed to push up and try to tug on your underwear, your briefs, your panties, whatever you want to call them. So I was rocking side to side, an inch here, an inch there, an inch here, an inch there, and they wanted me to do these butt-ups. Oh, that's what I call them, butt-ups. So that is your very first challenge, to just put on your own doggone underwear. And actually, when you're done, after, if you've been sick for quite a time, I know I was exhausted. I was tired after I was like, whew, got those things on. Now, okay, then you look for the next thing. So what I thought we'd do today is, when you start to heal, and as you start to heal, and if you choose to work with a prostheticist, and they're really amazing. Mine is amazing, but there is a lot of options out there. The first thing that I wanted to talk about, and I'm going to sit back here and show you my leg. Now this has, if you can see it, this has the shrinker bandage on. I really like mine. This is a size 4. I was wearing a size 5. Now, one of the things that I started off with was my leg was in like a splint, or like how would I put it, like a brace. And other people, they end up in a cast for a while. And one of the things I found out was that because of the brace, when I would go to sleep at night, my leg would curl slightly. And these tendons back here, they shortened up, and I couldn't make it super straight like this. So what I had to do was I took a box and a pillow, and just with the pressure of the end of the leg, like this, just let it hang until those tendons began to stretch out. And mine are good now, and it was just a matter of time. So if I take the pressure bandage off, I'm going to show you something they call a gel liner. Now, I knew none of this. This is all news to me. Oh, and here's some news for you. You may not have noticed it, but I'm not a millennial. So a lot of people that do these videos, they're very young, and they're gorgeous, but they're wonderful to help with. But I'm not a millennial, so just letting you know, so you kind of get where I'm coming from. Okay. Okay, this is a gel liner. Mine feels really squishy and kind of sticky, but yet at the same time it holds your leg or your arm. It keeps a layer between your skin and your prosthetic. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you what mine does. This particular one is by Willow Wood. I'm just doing this with the things I have at home. And you push it onto the end of the leg. First, it did kind of hurt, that pressure on the very end where those bones are so tender. And you slowly, I'm going to see, make sure you can see this, roll it up and on to the leg, like that. Now, the other thing about a gel liner is because it doesn't breathe, there's fabric here on the outside, okay? The inside is, makes your leg not breathe. And when I first got mine, it was the middle of summer. And we can get up to 110 degrees here in my little town. So what you have to do is when you take it off at the end of the day or as you're using it, and when you take it off, you turn it inside out again, okay? For me, I use hot antibacterial soap. There's a lot of different kinds. Everybody has a different preference. I'm very simple. I've got great skin integrity, so I don't have some of the owies and rashes and stuff that some may have. I don't particularly have that, but that doesn't mean that wouldn't be right for you. So what I do, and I wanted these things through Amazon, these little scrubbies, and I put antibacterial soap here, and I scrub it. I scrub it, scrub it, scrub it, scrub it, scrub it. Then I rinse it off into the water. Okay, rinse it off real good. Turn it, see, push here, right here. Grab it on the inside. Put my scrubby down. And pull it back inside out. Okay. Then mine actually came with a stand. Put it on the stand, and I let it dry overnight. So this is key. You really want this to be clean. And you want your leg or your residual limb or whatever terminology you like to have. So keeping it clean is very important. I will tell you this, that if you want to contact me, I have 4 size 5. These are shrinker socks. And when you get to the point where you've healed up enough, what they'll do is they'll show you it's got a ring, a little plastic ring. You can see that. And you fold the shrinker sock almost in half, but not quite. I like to leave a little more on the end. Some people like it almost even. And I put the shorter end on my stump. Some people call it residual limb, whatever. And that ring folds it in half. And then I put that outer one on and pull it up. It's actually very comfy. It has a nice squeeze to it, and I tend to move my leg a lot. I don't sit still very long. I like to be up and moving. And what I'm going to do next is, it's really cold outside. It's been raining. When we've got some good weather, I'll make some more videos. We'll go out and I'll show you how I move around with some forearm canes. And then I also have a prosthesis that I'm getting more and more used to, and I can now walk without any canes. I don't know that I would go to the county fair and not take my canes, but I could do some things, and I can move around the house and, you know, do a few things like that. The other thing I wanted to mention is that I have actually learned to drive with my left foot. So I just bend that prosthetic, put it on, bend it under the seat, see? And then I drive with my left foot. And when I first became an amputee, my left foot was really the dumbest thing ever. It was just a dumb foot. Wouldn't do what I wanted it to do. Little by little, it switched over. So If you have any questions, you have some ideas of things you'd like me to cover, I just want everyone to know that this is an opportunity. We have an opportunity to do some better things. So I hope all of you have a wonderful day, and keep on trucking. I'll be there with you too. Thanks. Bye-bye.